Hey everybody, Vickie here, and welcome to Training Thursdays. My name is Vickie Gould, and I am a Law of Attraction business and book coach and the creator of the Easy Writer Guaranteed Amazon bestseller course. So today we are going to be talking about self-publishing and other avenues to sell your books. This topic was actually by request, so if you have a request, you can go ahead and put them in the comments or send me an email at vickie@vickiegould.com. And I do spell my name with a I-E. All right, so let's jump into things here. We are going to first talk about why to self-publish, and then I'll give you a self-publishing checklist and then share with you other avenues to sell your book. And I say other because they aren't the normal ways that I teach my clients, because since it's a requested topic, I'll go there, but usually I have a completely different marketing method for my clients to get them to bestseller and to continue marketing their book. But first, let's talk about why you should self-publish. So for one, you keep all the creative rights. You have the freedom to do what you want with the title, the cover, the content. Why give that creative ability away to somebody else, right? Now, I'm going to give you an example. If you've seen Brendan Burchard's book, The Golden Ticket, and you got it from the first printing, it looks a lot different than his most current release of the book. So back then, he was basically an unknown with his first book. He had to do what the publisher wanted. He had gone through a bunch of different publishers and finally found somebody who said yes to him. And what he had really wanted in the book was to have a ticket at the back of the book, like after you're done reading, and have this closed ticket so that when you were done reading the book, you would then have this envelope to open, and that was the golden ticket. It went with the book. He also had wanted the very cover, beginning of the cover, for it to have like a wraparound kind of cover and have doors that opened. But because he was an unknown and because he had to go with what his publisher said, they said no to these two things. Now, if you look at his book now, he actually did get what he wants, but his publisher at first said no, and that was that. So secondly, it may seem really enticing to use a publisher because you'd think that they would promote your book, but that's wrong. They actually don't. In fact, when you pitch to them, they actually want to see how many people follow you on all your social media channels, how many people you have on your email list, and they want to know how many books you think that you're going to sell. They're not going to do it for you. There's no shortcut there about selling books. And then lastly, self-publishing means that you can get your book out faster. I've had friends who have published through publishers and had to wait a year and a half, 2 years or more to get their books out because they're going through drafts and edits and stuff like that. I don't even know what the rest of it is. So basically, when you're done writing your book, you literally, that same day, if you wanted to, you could just upload it to Amazon so long as you've got all the pieces. And, I wouldn't quite recommend that, but, you can do whatever you want because it's up to you. It's your choice. Really, you probably should let it sit for a couple of days, do some editing, but hey, totally up to you. You can get your book out much, much, much faster when you self-publish. So now let's go over what you need for self-publishing. And I'm specifically talking about Amazon because that's my specialty. So let's go through a quick little checklist. So first, you need your finished book. And, that can take you anywhere from 6 days from my last book or 10 years plus. It just depends how you want to do it. When I teach people in my Easy Writer course, we have a schedule where you can get your book done in 60 days or less. And when my clients go through that, they've all been able to do that in 60 days. All right, so up to you how long it takes. If you need help, Easy Writer is the way to go. All right, first. So you need your finished book, right? Number two, you need to have an interactive table of contents. Now, what this means is that when people click on your table of contents, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, they'll just jump over to that part of the book. So what Kindle has is it doesn't really have pages because some people read on their phone, so then the pages are really tiny, or some people are reading on their tablet, so they're like almost normal size pages, right? And then some people are reading on their computer. So Kindle doesn't actually have pages, they have locations. So what you want to do is have a table of contents where they can click on something and jump to that part of the book. Kindle actually will strip your table of contents of the page numbers, and it's just so much easier if you have this interactive table of contents, okay? Third, you want to have your cover in Kindle size. You can make your cover yourself. You can go to Fiverr, you can go to Upwork, you can go to 99 Designs, you can go to a lot of different places to get your cover done. Now, there is a specific Kindle size, and I think it's 1450 pixels by 2250. And if you want to make it yourself, you can easily do that in canva.com. In fact, there's a template that has the size, so you actually don't even really have to think about it, and you can create your cover there. All right. Number 4, you need to have a description. And here's the thing about the description. It's kind of like a sales page. You don't want your description to be like, this happened, this is what the book's about, blah, blah, blah. It's a sales page. This is the description that's going to hook somebody in for them to go, ooh, I really want to read that book. It has blah, blah, blah. You've got to talk about the benefits of the book, what they're going to get out of it and such. My books that I help clients with are generally books about business. They've got value, they've got tips, things like that. When you're writing something like poetry, memoir, children's books, stuff like that, the description might be a little bit different, but still, you're going to want to share with them some sort of hook. You could even give them a cliffhanger of sorts, all right? But the description has got to be really, really juicy. And then you need to have keywords, right? You want to be able to be ranked, you want to be able to be searchable, you want to be popular, really. And these keywords have to be logical. They can't be keywords that you think, oh, they're just going to type that in and you're going to get ranked because it's a popular thing they talk about, but then your book isn't anything about that. You can't do that. Well, I mean, you could, but it's really not good. It's not going to work for your book. All right. So then number 5, which, these are not in any particular order of importance. 5 is the title. You want a juicy title that somebody's going to be like, think about it if you were going through the bookstore and either you're at Barnes and Noble or your local bookstore and they've always got a display, right? They're picking the books that have the juiciest title, the ones that they think people are going to like the most, the ones with the coolest covers, stuff like that are going to jump out and grab their clients, their customers. Because Barnes and Nobles, local bookshops, they aren't there just to display books for fun. They're there to display books because they're interesting, right? So you want to have a title that grabs your reader, grabs the audience, and a subtitle that is really descriptive. So that's number 6, the subtitle. You want it to be descriptive so that people know exactly what this book is going to talk about and who it's for. Your subtitle can actually be pretty long. I mean, not a paragraph, but it can be pretty lengthy so that you can explain who it is that you're talking to and what they're going to get out of it. Something really, really juicy, okay? And then number 7, the last thing you need is pricing. You need to think about your pricing, how you want to do your pricing, and if you want to have your book available internationally as well. Okay, so once you have all those things, then you can go to Amazon and upload your book. You'll need an Amazon KDP account. So you have to go to kdp.amazon.com and it'll have a bookshelf and you can put your books in it, and it's actually pretty easy to use, pretty intuitive, I think. There's different tabs and different pages, and you upload your book, your cover. You can view in their launcher, you can view a sample of what your book is going to look like, and you can put in there the description, the keywords, all that stuff, plus the pricing of your book in KDP. All right, so this is where you are directly uploading the the book. And then there's the optional Amazon Author Central page. Now, many new authors forget or don't know about the Author Central page. And this really I don't know why Amazon has to make these so many steps. It would just be easier if they linked it all together, because the Author Central page is a really cool, important thing that you can have for your book, especially when you have multiple books. This is where they're going to see all your books in one spot. Otherwise, sometimes if you go to Amazon and you click an author's name, you'll notice that when you click the name, it goes nowhere. It's like blank, right? And other authors, you click their name and it'll give their bio, their picture, all the other books that they've written, blah, blah, blah. That is because they have an Author Central page. So in that Author Central page, you can put your photo, your bio, your blog, your upcoming events, your videos, all this stuff. So definitely do it, but again, it's totally optional. All right, so now let's talk about the different places that you can sell your book. Now, I want to preface this with the fact that I teach my clients, like I said, to use their book as a marketing tool. This is a tool for visibility. This is a hook to get people in. The book is not the end product. That's not the type of coach that I am. But since, like I said, this was a requested topic, we're going to go there. My clients are actually upselling and seeding their books and using their book as a door opener to new prospects and clients. But if you're looking for purely book sales and the book is your end product, then we can go there for a little while here. All right. So first of all, different avenues, different places that you can sell your book. So first, your website. You can have a website that's dedicated to your book, or a page on your business website that has your book to it. Now, here's the thing. You have got to send traffic to it. No matter what way you're going to promote your book, you are always going to be wanting to send traffic somewhere. And one way may not be enough if all you're doing is selling books, because you're going to need to sell a lot of them if you're doing 35-cent royalties or even $5 royalties, right? All right, so number 2, you could open a shop online with your info products and with your books, just have a whole plethora of stuff there. Okay, again, that's a little related to the website, but slightly different because it's an online shop. All right, number 3, you could subscribe and pay for book promotions on different sites such as BookBub or Bucks Books, or you can even find somebody on Fiverr who has a mailing list for book lovers, and they'll mail their list for you. They'll also promote them on their websites and stuff like that. You can find a lot of people doing those types of things. Just make sure that they are legit places and that they have good reviews. All right. I am not recommending either of the places that I mentioned. I just know that they exist. All right. Number 4, Amazon promotional opportunity. So after you get your book on Amazon, the ebook, you can also create a print book through CreateSpace. Now, this is different than creating your print book through KDP. So don't get that confused. CreateSpace is owned by Amazon and it's a separate thing. Okay, so the cool thing about when you create your book and you can sell it, the print version, through CreateSpace and attach that to Amazon, you can actually check a box where it says that they will sell in other outlets and to other institutions. I've asked them before if they'd give me a list of all those places, but they said they don't do that. It's kind of random about where you get placed. But the one place that I notice that seems to always happen is Barnes and Noble online. So when you create that book through CreateSpace, it'll automatically zap that over to Barnes and Noble, and Barnes and Noble can sell your book for you online. Again, Barnes & Noble, just like Amazon, they're not going to do anything for you unless you promote to their site, just like your website or anything else, aside from, those third-party places that are actually doing promotion for you. Okay, so you've always got to be thinking about how to drive traffic. How can I get more traffic to these places? All right. Now, Amazon also has a marketing service. It's AMS, Amazon Marketing Service. I guess you can kind of equate it to Facebook ads, where you can create ads, use keywords, stuff like that, and do a promotion inside Amazon. Amazon also has a way to put your book on sale through KDP. And, I don't really recommend KDP Select because that's what it's called. It's called KDP Select because there are rules to KDP Select. They tell you that you can't have it for a lesser price anywhere else. You're committed to the KDP Select platform for 3 months at least. So, there's some things that are pros and cons, but if you are looking for a cool way to promote it and you can promote it for free, you can use KDP, and they allow you to do their promotion in KDP Select for 5 days every 3 months, and you can do that 5 days any way you want. You can do 1 day here 5 times, or you can do 2 days here and then 3 days a different place, or you can do all 5 days in a row. It just depends on how you want to put that marketing plan together. Okay, number 5, social media. So you can create a Facebook fan page for your book specifically, and it's kind of like that dedicated website where people can go and and you have to maintain the interaction in there, give value and tips, and get them to go and buy your book, right? Again, always sending traffic somehow, right? In all of these ways, except that one where, they're promoting to their list for you. All right, number 6, Facebook groups. So there are a bazillion Facebook groups out there for people who love Kindle books, love reading, and just want to know when there are promotions or 99 cents and free books. Some of them are for any types of prices. So all you have to do is type in Kindle and you'll find, oh my gosh, so many of them. So you'll want to go in and figure out which ones relate to your book, your topic, and are appropriate and good for you. And then just join them. Some of them will only allow your promotion if you're promoting for free, or some of them will allow any. Some of them have, parameters of how many times you can post and things like that. So just make sure that you read the rules, okay? And lastly, number 7, just get creative, all right? Find ways to get the word out. Nothing is going to happen to your book if you do nothing with your book. You cannot sit and wait for Oprah to knock on your door without doing something with your book. You need to tell people about it. You need to make sure that they know it exists and how it's going to benefit them so that they're going to want to buy this book, right? So you can also use, YouTubes. You can use YouTube, you can use landing pages to sell your book on the landing page, in funnels and stuff. You can do contest giveaways, you can do referrals, but whatever it is, be proactive rather than sitting there and being reactive and waiting and hoping something's going to happen. Get into gear, put a plan together, put a marketing strategy together, whatever it is, so that your book is going to continue to work for you over and over again. If you look at any type of best-selling book, whether it New York Times, Amazon, USA Today, any of those best-selling books, they rise to the top, and then when their marketing stops, they go back down, just like the movies. I'm always equating that. When the buzz is up, people are jamming the theaters, right? And then it kind of dwindles down and they're not going there anymore, right? You don't want that to happen with your book. You want to constantly be marketing and promoting it so that you can keep making the income, getting the clients, whatever the purposes of your book, to continue to happen month after month after month, right? It takes consistency. It takes a plan. So again, I want to go back just briefly to my philosophy for business books. My clients are generally entrepreneurs and coaches who want a book to help those people who are struggling create impact and change in the world. They want to get their message out to a larger audience worldwide. And they have coaching products and packages that they promote from the hundreds of dollars to the tens of thousands of dollars. You know, mathematically speaking, book royalties and direct sales is a hard gig for you to make even 10K per month. Most entrepreneurs who are successful with making money from their book make it on the back end. They're happy to give their book away for free or low cost to get a new lead in so they can nurture, then upsell them into a bigger package that would better serve that client. To an entrepreneur, the book is not the end product. The book is the hook. It's the lead magnet. So with that said, the best way to sell your book, in my opinion, and how I teach my clients to do it, is to have a book funnel. That will lead them to your bigger packages, your one-on-one coaching, your mastermind, your inner circle, whatever it is. Use it as an opt-in on your website, in groups and pages, ads, do that to get the people in so you can nurture them and turn them into that raving fan who becomes a client of yours, right? This is the best way to be profitable with your book, okay? So that is it for today. And if you have any ideas for other training Thursdays that you would love to see, please feel free to comment and go ahead and put those below and I will get to them. And next time we will be talking about who knows what. It'll be a surprise. But join us on Thursdays in my group in Facebook, Real Deal Entrepreneurs, and leave your suggestions. All right, hope this has been really helpful to you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.